morning, everyone, and welcome to 5-Minute Monday Trends. Today is Monday, September 19th, 2022, and joining me, as always, is Dr. Tim Bray. We're going to do some COVID updates and then a little fun fact. So, Dr. Bray, go ahead and show us the dashboard.
Yeah, good morning, Dani. So here's what we're looking at. We continue to see decreases across the board with COVID. What we're looking at here, and I'll blow up this one little graph. This is the percent of patients in the hospital who are lab confirmed with COVID. Now, this is not necessarily meaning that they are in the hospital because of COVID, but you can see we've had a consistent decline, even though we're seeing an increase in the number of patients, right? So hospital occupancy is up, but it's not from COVID. So I wanted to show you that because, it's kind of alarming here to see 91% occupancy rate, 91.5% ICU occupancy rate. And again, that's really a design feature of hospitals. Hospitals work best when they're occupied. These numbers are not the percent of all the beds that the hospital owns. These number of the percent of beds that are staffed. And hospital staffing fluctuates to make sure that we're really operating efficiently. Again, on the left, you see we're down 12% in new cases over the last 7 days. We're down 20% in active cases. It still remains to be seen what happens as the holiday season kicks off, which traditionally for us with COVID and DFW has been around the Halloween mark, right? So the last 2 weeks, last week of October and on is when we've seen increases from all of the parties and family gatherings.
Well, thank you, Dr. Bray. Dr. Bray, your Institute for Urban Policy Research does much more than just this COVID dashboard. And I know that you can pull some kind of fun facts and everything from us and just awesome data. So I can't wait to hear as we get into hopefully the COVID numbers keep going down.
That's right.
And some more of those fun facts and some interesting data that y'all can pull.
Well, so let me toss one out for you today. We were working with a nonprofit here in Texas that was doing a conference for the Department of Health and Human Services. And we were talking about the number of children in Dallas County. And most folks, when we ask, they'll peg it around 500,000. Dallas County alone has almost 700,000 children under the age of 18. And, that number by itself sounds a lot. It's about 7 times filling AT&T Stadium. But I think more impressively, people are surprised to learn that if these 700,000 kids in Dallas County were their own state, they would be larger than Wyoming and larger than Vermont. If they were their own city, they would be larger than, they'd be the 25th largest city in the country. And larger roughly than the city of Atlanta. So, we've got a lot of kids, which is a bright, bright future, but we've got to make sure that we're doing program-wise what it takes to help them reach their full potential.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Bray. And we will see you next week on 5-Minute Mondays.
Thanks, Dani.